Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Windows on the World. This is just a short show to let you know that we will be back doing shows next Sunday. I may even have a live stream during the week. Please check out what we've been doing, especially the trailer for the manufacturing of history and Britain's Shattered Isles. Look that up because we'll be doing a lot more on that subject because it runs so nicely alongside the other things that we cover. Last week we did a show called Future Shock, and at the end of that show I was describing how people get demonized pointlessly and also how the rumour mill works, whether it's British intelligence or just stoned gamers in their rooms who've made up something in their own minds. Well, funnily enough, what's actually happened, a bit like Common Law Malcolm, I invented this character Common Law Malcolm because there was so many of them around, and actually there are a lot of them around. And what's really funny about Common Law Malcolm is that there are one or two characters who are the spitting image of him. So when we talk about these kind of people who troll the internet from their bedrooms, then we get similar characters. And over the years, I've come across a lot of them. Some of them are quite dangerous, actually, but that was what our show was about last week. This rumour mill, basically where people start to make untrue assumptions and start to demonise people for no particular reason. I was not very happy with the way that some people were jumping on the bandwagon, attacking people, and that was really what I was saying in the last bit of Future Shock. Now, true to form, as soon as you mention these people or you mention this technique, one of them turns up. We now have our own dedicated troll on YouTube called John Overkill, who is thinking that he has the inalienable right to question what my relationship is with Piers Corbyn and Nick Colostrum. Well, Nick Colostrum I've met years ago, used to live in Walthamstow, and Piers Corbyn I met at the Kent Freedom Movement many, many years ago in Gravesend when he was doing a presentation on climate change, and we started speaking. I had him on my show on TPV a couple of times with Christopher Monckton, and the rest, as they say, is history. And Piers was very good on the climate change agenda, and also with looking at social cleansing. Now, what seems to have happened is that somebody in their highly inactive and minuscule brain has decided that somehow Piers Corbyn and Nick Colostrum are somehow agitators who incite violence and get people in trouble with the police and this kind of thing, which is totally laughable. But I thought I'd just preempt what's going to happen because this idiot, despite being told that there is nothing to see here, move on, is demonising people on the internet, a stoned gamer in his bedroom by the sound of it. But this is very ironic as it was what I was talking about last week and one's just appeared, you know. So that's really very similar to the Common Law Malcolm story. Do have a look at an article that I posted years ago called Police State Harassment Exposed. Some of the names in there may be quite interesting to you. Some of them are still around, but the techniques that are used range from very simple to very subversive, a little bit like communitarianism. And once you uncover this stuff, you realise that domestic terrorism is used by the state, not just against the state, by the state, pretending it's not the state. So everyone out there, I think, especially our listeners, always have due diligence and are rather discerning, but there are a lot of people out there who aren't. Did a great show actually with James Collins in Ireland. Have a look at that. It's on his YouTube channel. I think we got into some really good stuff. I'm also going to put out some things that I've recorded all about the communitarian system, which do not really repeat what I've said, but reinforce it. So we'll be back definitely next Sunday. Do join our Discord server if you'd like to meet up with like-minded and interesting people. There are a lot of people all over the country now forming alliances. Have a look at the interview I did with Karen Dodd, and we were talking about how the communitarian system infiltrates all protest and all resistance. And that is definitely worth a listen for people who want a few clues as to what's going on. But our regular listeners and viewers will probably know already. I'm not going to stay on too long tonight because I am actually travelling and I've got a very early start in the morning. So I'm in a different time zone at the moment, and I will be back during the week. But do check out our recent YouTube shows, especially manufacturing history, because that'll give you an idea of some of the things we're going to go into, not just the steering of the 1960s through the LSD phenomenon, but also through ancient history and stuff I've tried to decode for quite some time. So do have a look at the back catalogue. Join us on Discord. Remember to subscribe on Odyssey, because I only use this YouTube channel now occasionally and to advertise shows. So that's it from me for tonight, and next Sunday we will definitely be back, and I hope to get some broadcasts out towards the end of the week. Thanks for listening, everybody.